All right. I think we are live. I'm not sure anymore, honestly. Because YouTube, for the last couple of days, it didn't register my streams, which is super weird. I didn't like that. And okay, there it is. I think Botrix is connecting, which means that we are live. Which is a good sign, you know? But the live control panel is showing me just like regular YouTube. Oh, maybe it's just like I have to connect. I don't know. Super weird. Let me check on. Okay. Well, I am streaming, which is good. But there's like this is weird, man. Okay, let me check on Discord then. Okay, Derpy's here. If Derpy's here, then that means we are live. What's up, man? Moderator icon. Didn't you used to have that already? Blue shield one. Yeah, is that new? Okay, let's see. Shall we continue the religion discussion here? Honestly, I would rather not. Not because like I don't want to, because one, I actually want to draw a little bit. I barely did any drawing yesterday. Well, no, I did. I drew the Chainsaw Man panel, but like I'm talking on stream. Second, I feel like I can articulate myself better on messages than me talking, because sometimes I don't find the words. Sometimes I don't English very well. So at least like I get that like to a little bit more time to, you know, get my idea across correctly, especially with a subject like that. Okay. Good thing my YouTube notification worked. Dude, honestly, I mean, I don't care too much about at this point about the stream cord thing. Like, YouTube not showing my streams for 2 days? That's insane. That's insane. And that low-key, like, I'm thinking about, you know, the streak. I know that, you know, I'm confident that I have streamed every day, and I have streamed during those 2 days where I didn't appear to be streaming. But, like, still, like, bro, it's annoying. I'm the same. It's probably a bit easier for me to type. Yeah. I think when it comes to subjects like that, it's very important to know which words to say, which is like, you know, very impressive when people would be debating 101, and you know the amount of like research and, you know, control and eloquency in the way they speak. It's very impressive to me. Okay, drawing. Yes, drawing. I drew today for 30 minutes, which is okay. I mean, it's way more than I used to do before. But okay, I feel like now I'm pretty confident in getting a reference. I wouldn't say identical, but like close to it, at least close to it. I wouldn't get it like too bad, right? And the style is there. Like I feel like this style is growing on me on just like I would say it's exaggerated line weight, because I studied for now. Like I studied Jujutsu Kaisen's manga and Chainsaw Man's manga. They both use the line weight very beautifully, but it's not as exaggerated as you know, you see it in my drawings. Probably because they need to draw a lot of subjects anyways, and a lot of movements, and a lot of scenes, and a lot of backgrounds. So having as thick of a lines as I'm using in my drawings, which is just like a big illustration and probably one subject, it's not very convenient. So what they do, they use thin lines, but these thin lines are varied as well, and so just like they can draw their characters and whatnot. But yeah, this is kind of like a style that's growing on me, honestly. And you suggested in Derpy about having the calligraphy thing. I've thought about it. I've thought about Japanese calligraphy and Arabic calligraphy and having that mixed together because I love Japanese and it looks beautiful, and so does the Arabic calligraphy as well. Yeah, right. If we came up with all those words in live convo, it would definitely be impressive. Yeah, for sure. You watch like debates or something? Sounds neat. I do. I like to watch, religious debates. Not I'm not like, a hardcore fan of these religious debates because at a certain point they can get a little repetitive. But there's one YouTube channel, if you want me to suggest it to you, Derpy, then you can watch his stuff, and you would see the way he debates. It's pretty interesting, And he even hosts live streams, where you can join and ask him questions. Yeah, I think maybe if we practice discussion in text, it can help us better in live convo. I do believe that too. Yeah. I'm seeing some fun looking fractal noises with the threshold adjustment looking at clouds in my window. Huh, interesting. My art buddy of mine, an art buddy, has some really dynamic lines for his comic character kind of illustration. Nice. I can take a peek at the debate channel. Yeah, okay. I'll DM it to you. Okay, so. I think the style is there, painting. I don't really think about painting, right? I mean, coloring, sure. I can lay out a flat color and do some shading and do some highlights. I think that's enough for me for now. I'm not trying to get any better at painting at this point. However, what I see, maybe I can look into again is the fundamentals, right? So, practicing my line control more, 3D shapes, rotating them. I can even do some animating, honestly, which is like an interesting exercise. Animating 3D shapes, not just like some complex scene or something. What else? Like the shapes, making built up shapes, built up with like simple shapes, stuff like that, kind of like the technical side of it more. But the fun in fundamentals. Yes. Hello, MB. Welcome. I have streamed very late yesterday. Definitely very late for me, probably very late for you. Okay, what's happening? Hello? I'm very bright or something, I don't know. The mod logo changed? Okay, so it did change. Okay. So, what do we do? I do believe Proco has a fundamentals course. So maybe we can take a look at that. Or, that's what I was saying. Like, I didn't even notice the big change, honestly. How did it even look before it changed? Ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. Let's see. Puroko-san. Drawing basics, yeah. Huh. What you will learn how to set up all the right papers, pencils, erasers. I don't care about that. You don't need anything fancy for this course, but the instructor will teach you about different options available. Lines. Discover how to create tapered strokes and confident lines. Vary your line weight and more to improve your drawing skills. Understand how to break subjects into simpler shapes and make your forms more dynamic and exciting. Interesting. Perspective. Yes. Learn the basics of perspective to understand how to draw a box, cylinder, or any simple primitive 1-point, 2-point, or 3-point perspective. Intuitive perspective. Instead of learning math and grids, you will do exercises to get comfortable with drawing freehand perspective intuitively, allowing you to construct any 3D object from your imagination. Very important. Values. Learn how to correctly see and understand values, which is the first step in learning how to shade. Build up your ability to organize the values in your drawings to represent clear light on form. And edges. Understand the importance of edges and learn how to transition between shapes and values to make your drawings feel three-dimensional and exciting. That's cool. That is interesting. However, this reminds me of like the path for the, what is it called, 250 boxes? That's the challenge. What is it called? Draw a box. Yeah. Draw a box. I have started Draw a Box. I think I got to a part where you need to draw like 250 boxes, and then I stopped. Nice singing. Thank you. Thank you. I just saw the helicopter get at the end. Math and grades are really pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they mean that you're going to learn, you know, the math behind drawing or the grids, because that, I think that would be a little bit impractical. When it comes to drawing, it would be cool to do for fun though. I just ran through me house. Fellas, I just ran through me house. Heart is moving faster than light? Damn. So your heart is basically like energy now? Okay, so draw a box. Let me... 25 wheel challenge. That's cool. Once you've completed a lesson, one of the best ways to refine your understanding of that material is to help others by critiquing their work. 25 wheels? Okay. So getting started, lines, ellipses, and boxes, organic forms, and the section form intersection. Very cool, very cool. So the challenges is 250 box challenge, 250 cylinder challenge, 25 texture challenge, 25 wheel challenge, and 100 treasure chest challenge. Wow. Chat didn't auto scroll for me. So there's part 2, applying construction to plants. Wow, okay, this is very interesting. Applying construction on insects and what's this word? Arachnids? Arachnids? Applying construction to animals, applying construction to everyday objects, and applying construction to vehicles. Okay, this is very interesting. Very interesting. So part 1, an overview of basic skills, both technical and conceptual, with exercises that you will incorporate into your regular warm-ups for a long time to come. No matter how skilled or experienced you are, start at lesson 0. Huh. Cool. Oh, by the way, I'm not showing this. I should probably show this so you guys can take a look. Okay, good. Oh, wait. Is that how it's supposed to be pronounced, or is you trolling? Arachnids? Is that how it's said? Arachnids? What the fuck? This is this is the Dropbox website. If you're not familiar with Dropbox, then you know they probably have like a description. Anyone can learn to draw. It's not some magical talent. Blah blah blah. It's a skill you can train. Dropbox is a free exercise-based lesson that focus on fundamentals, the skills you need to learn. Blah 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 blah. So basically, yeah, they have some free lessons. It's very cool. It's very cool. A lot of people, you know, have gained from it. I stopped it here. Back when I started to draw. I think I did like the Dropbox. Was it before I started streaming or after? I think before. Oops. Okay, okay, do we start this? Because I feel like if I want to start this, I want to keep going with it. So we have this option, right? And then we have the Proko website, or the Proko lesson. We also have... I almost started dab, like, once or twice. What? Where's the dabbing coming from? Life happened. Life do be happening. And there's also this other challenge, which I can show. Hold on a second. On here, it's the two. Well, it takes a year. So the challenge 52. Hold on. Oh my god. That does make sense. Okay, well, I'll show the video on Instagram.
If you drew consistently for 1 year with the right structure, how much could you actually improve? Well, the most common problem is that artists struggle simply with finding the right structure when it comes to studying art. To fix this, I've come up with a 1-year art challenge designed to take the most important art concepts and fundamentals and divide them into a series of effective exercises. Without a proper structure, you'll find yourself always reverting back to your comfort zones, and you might not be seeing the improvement that you're expecting considering the amount of hours that you put in. Challenge 52 is a year-long art challenge, divided up into 52 weeks, where each month focuses on a core concept or fundamental of art, such as shape design, form, gesture, and anatomy, building up to studying painting concepts like values and color. I've personally put together for you guys a guide to complete each prompt with examples, as well as written guidance to make sure that you're on the right track. The challenge is completely free to join, so all you have to do is join the Discord server using the link in the description below, and you can post your progress there, chat with others, and make friends. Let me ask you this. If you drew consistently for 1 year with the right structure, how much could you...
I think that the YouTube video is longer. None with not knowing how to draw people. Hey, it's about time. I'm gonna sit here and draw anime heads until I can draw different ages that don't look weird. Nice. Derpy's like, did you say Discord server? Well, I don't mind if I do. Yes. And hold on. Oh, I disappeared. This is the Discord. So, okay, this is the challenge 52, which is basically a prompt every week. Which builds up to a year, okay? Now it sounds interesting, like don't get me wrong, but I think a year is a bit too long. Is that fair to say? Like if I'm like a complete beginner, I would start this like, if I saw this like when I first started drawing, I would have been like, yeah, let's go. Right now, I'm thinking maybe or I don't really need to take a week to finish a prompt. All right. So yeah, which make draw a box seem interesting to me because I can do this on my time, like on whatever, however long it takes me, right? Also, Dropbox comes in forms of either video. You can always customize the exercise and challenge to your liking. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. In the end, you know what is and isn't fun for you, and that can be kind of a big thing for learning. For sure. It's just that maybe, okay, for Dropbox, I'm pretty sure people, or this is oriented towards like drawing, we're back. Yeah, I mean, I can see your chat. Maybe I'm seeing it a bit late, but yeah. For Dropbox, it's very oriented towards like traditional drawing. It talks about like the pencils that you use and stuff like that. So the pencils and pen, whatever. The texture stuff seems interesting, right? So I would rather have a person, you know, follow like a person or a lesson that teaches with digital media, just to get that, just to gain that plus of just like, you know, you can do this in Photoshop. And I would, along with knowing or learning the fundamentals, I would just learn a trick as well in Photoshop, for example, right? But this is interesting nonetheless. So this is thinking in 3D. Maybe I can start here. You know, maybe I can bounce between the lessons. Like, who cares, right? The digital art tips and tricks. Yeah. I mean, I watched a couple of videos of Loish, and the stuff that she used, I think I've shown some stuff, some like tricks she used to make her stuff more interesting. You know, especially with colors. So yeah, stuff like that like is interesting to me. Okay, organic. I think we're gonna start with organic forms. No. I'm gonna start with lines, ellipses, and boxes. Right. Okay. So let me get the structure right first. This is a long ass lesson. God damn. Hold on. So this is the boxes and whatnot. Lesson 2 is this, and it is this short. This is not long at all. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Video versus text. Huh. Using your arm. So this part is basically like this one. And then lines using your arm. Understand how to use your arm. Drawing from your wrist. Old habits. The pivots of the arm. Let's keep it simple. Do you mean I can't ever draw with my wrist or elbow? The path of least resistance. Hover hand. How to hold your pen. See, it even goes as deep as to how you hold your pen, which is the same with the stylus, I think. Well, not the same, but like similar. Mark making. Rules to follow. The principles of mark making. Marks should be continuous and unbroken. But the artist use but that artist uses chicken scratching all the time. Marks must flow smoothly. Marks must maintain a consistent trajectory. And then there's a homework. Don't forget homework and exercises, and then onto ellipses, circles in 3D space. What is an ellipse? 2D versus 3D, circles in 3D space, degree shift, minor axes, normal vector. Damn, this is turning into a Blender lesson. Cylinders, homework and exercises. What if a pro artist can teach AI art, all the textbook art theory stuff? And then the AI can teach people totally. I mean, if you, I would not bet, but like, you know, there's a high probability of like an AI app already teaching drawing stuff. You know, I mean, AI is teaching languages. All right. There's a link that I put in the Discord where it's like a Google Labs link, and it has, you know, Google Genie or whatever it's called. It's like the world building 3D infinite world building fucking simulation thing. There's Notebook LM there. There's a couple of interesting ones. So yeah, there probably is like an art teacher AI. So boxes, the basics of perspective and projection. Wait, so ellipses before boxes? Very interesting. The purpose behind the rules, boxes and perspective, not a perspective course. Huh. To diversity, projection, foreshortening and vanishing points. I mostly know all of these, but I need to practice them nonetheless. My brain is telling me, like, you can skip this. You know this shit. Like James Gurney is a pro artist who connected his art post to a chatbot. Really? That's cool. So the chatbot is AI based, or is it just like an algorithmic chatbot? Fun fact, I am here just drawing. Well, that's good. That's good. Are you drawing with pen and paper, or are you drawing with like a tablet or something? AI chatbot, and the AI chatbot has been fed his content, and now he's basically answering on behalf of the artist, and it helps you navigate his knowledge base. Cool. Tablet, that's nice. I was thinking maybe we can hop on Magma, but I think I'll be distracted from actually learning this. So, by the way, speaking of Magma, I think tomorrow we can do Gartic Phone, because tomorrow is a Friday, right? Tomorrow's Friday. I'm not tripping. Today is a oh yeah, well, today is a Friday here, but yeah. Tomorrow's stream we can do some Gartic Phone, and maybe we keep them to Friday nights, just because like everybody can wake up later on a Friday into the weekend, so tomorrow doesn't start until you get out of bed totally. Yeah, but like here now it's like 12:17 a.m. So I am in tomorrow. I am in the future, bruh. Tomorrow's Friday for me, but I have to go on a field trip after school. Damn it. Well, that's okay. That's okay. So probably you don't really have field trips like every week, right? I don't want, like, Arya, for example, she was like, yeah, I'm going to leave after this one. We probably kept her late. Raikiri as well, Batman, he went to sleep then. So doing it on a Friday night can have us like have more, you know, be more comfortable just like spending a little more time and have more fun. So if you want to, dude, the exposure is crazy on my face right now. So if you want to do Gartic Phone or play any other games, I think we're gonna keep them to a Friday night. That's good. All right. Yeah. So I think we're gonna go with this one, Dropbox. There's a lot of stuff to go through. Just one more thing to check. If, let's say, I'm going to do one of these every day, right? Every day. And they're probably not going to be the same, you know, length. Some of them are going to be more interesting or, you know, need more work than others. But I want to, like, say, like, assuming that I'm going to be doing one every day, I just want to know how long it's going to take me to just, like, finish this. This is lesson 1. There's, like, this is lesson 2. These are the challenges, and these are other lessons. So this is a lot to go through. So, all right. Oh no, never mind. Actually, this whole thing is one, like, article on its own. Right. So that's good. That's good. So the way I should count it is like, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, this is 8, this is 9, this is 10, and this is 11. Okay. And there may be like the what? And yes, I did say 6, 7. Oh my god, if you point that out. Okay, Lord help me. I wonder if the YouTube algorithm might just eventually stop sleeping on these live streams. I'm gonna be honest, I don't have my expectations up. You didn't notice? Okay, good. I don't expect YouTube to start showing these streams unless I move and I just, like, start making long form content and short form content. Cause I talked about this, like, with a friend in the co-working space. Was it? Yeah, no, it was this week. And she was like, YouTube is more for engagement, not for just, like, getting yourself out there. It's just, like, for engaging with the people who are already subscribed. And it does make sense. I was messaging a spammer. The one time you do notice, I don't notice. I have no idea how to draw hair, and I'm crashing out. Honestly, if it helps, I don't know how to draw hair either. I just, like, do, like, the outline, wavy stuff, but that's about it. I mean, some strangers gotta show up every now and then. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's like it's not enough, obviously. Like, let's say, like, 2 strangers show up, and probably both of them leave without interacting and without subscribing. So, I mean, maybe you can try tracing a reference drawing that you like to try to get a feel of. Yeah, tracing is good. Okay, so we said 11 days, and I'm gonna assume that some lessons would take more than 1 day. So I'm gonna give myself a good 3 weeks, to go through this. 3 weeks is very, very generous. I'm being very generous with myself, but I'm gonna, like, have 3 weeks as, like, the plateau. We can go over 3 weeks, and my aim is to do it in less than that. Okay. Some quick reminders. Right, I think this doesn't count, so I think these are like 10. Oh, let me throw the gum. There it is. I cannot even get the wavy stuff down. Just, like, do straight lines then. It helps me. I mean, I'm gonna grab, like, hold on, Pinterest. I'll show you how maybe you can give the illusion of hair. Hold on. I looked up brain rot. Portrait drawing reference. Maybe what you can do for hair, let's pick this beautiful woman, for example. Right, so Come on, Mr. Tablet. Oh, snap. We good? This is dark enough? Why does it feel like it's not dark enough? Huh. Am I tripping? This is not dark enough. This is not like black. Is it? Huh. Okay. Heated rivalry? Heated rivalry? No, the way I reacted that would give the impression I'm a big fan of the show, but I never watched, just simped. Heated rivalry? What the fuck is that? Did it show up on my Pinterest? Okay, I see. So with hair, right? Let's say, for example, and this is good because this will at least register as one thing I drew today. Aside from your Pinterest search history, really? I didn't look. Did I look that up? Sometimes I would get. Whoa! What the flip? Maybe recommended search. Yeah, exactly. I think it's recommended search because I don't believe I looked that up. Right. So, you know what's interesting? This girl like looks beautiful, and she has like a pretty asymmetric face. Like this half is not like the same as this half. Anyways. And people be like, oh, my face is so asymmetrical, I'm so ugly. Bro, shut up, you beautiful. Bitch. Okay, hair. So the way maybe I would do it, obviously I don't know how to draw hair. Or render it, that is. But like, just like some straight lines. You know, like this, you know? Boom, 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 boom. Just get the shape in. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Right? Boom. And then boom, boom, boom. Okay, you can do like a curve like this, it's okay. But like nothing like serious or just insane. And then boom, boom, boom. Right? That's decent. That's some decent hair. Shut up, you beautiful. Asymmetry seems kind of a silly thing to worry about. Oh man, dude, with looks maxing and all the TikTok terms, the new TikTok terms, like people actually take it seriously. And the freaking eye thing, like the eye tilt or whatever they call it, the kids these days. It's like if your eyes are like this direction, then you're beautiful. Then if your guys are like this, you're ugly or whatever. Bro, kids these days are weird, man. People can underestimate their beauty so freaking hard. Man, on God, bro. She wow, the eyes are small. I definitely didn't follow like any guidelines with this pose, with this face, which is interesting, you know, trying to wing it, see how I do. Whoa. That looks super weird. Okay, that's better. Yeah, sure, we can have her eyebrows like come out of her skull. Like, who cares? Hey, she looks froggy. Look at this. Froggy girl. There you go. Anyways. The canthal tilt. Yeah, the canthal tilt, bruh. Weird. I guess some people think that apparently. Otherwise, I don't know why it became a thing. Yeah. I mean, I looked it up, and some people seem to take it. There might be, dude. There was this. There's this YouTube guy, and I remember because I've seen him, and the way he talked about like what's it called, like this the thing where you get your jaw sharper, mewing, right? And he's got his whole channel based on just mewing content, right? And it's like, bro, it's crazy. So yeah, bro, people believe it. Chat, I've named my lenticular cloud pics. Okay. Mewing, we get them sometimes and they look kind of cool. The fractal noise with threshold adjustment clouds. Okay, I will check them right after, before I end the stream, because right now I wanna go back. I just hopped on Photoshop to just like to show MB about the hair thing. Okay, so whoops. What? Okay, hey, to read, you can we can read the text for you, whatever. Lesson 1 is where works begin. In this course, you start from the absolute basic of how to use your arm to make marks on the page. As many of your students are complete beginners, of our students, even if you're not, you shouldn't skip these basic principles so you can approach the later material with the confidence that you haven't missed anything. After all, if you are comfortable with these concepts, getting through them in good faith should be relatively painless. Remember the main focus of the course, spatial reasoning. Huh. Spatial reasoning is an interesting word. Cody Brar, hello. You've got that Morty. Hello, Morty. Hi, Morty. What are you doing on the stream, Morty? That was a Rick impression, by the way. Thank you. Yeah, you can hold the claps, like you don't need to clap. I know it's such a good impression, but you know, it's whatever. It's like, you know, I didn't even try with that one. Okay, so spatial reasoning. Spatial reasoning, I like that word. I like that term. Is something we tackle in earnest in lesson 3.7. Okay. It would have been funny if it was like 6.7. What we're doing, oh my god, oh my god, my brain is rotted. What we're doing right now is ensuring that you're equipped with all the tools and understanding you will require in order to make use of the constructional drawing exercises that specifically target your spatial reasoning skills. If you haven't read through lesson 0, you absolutely should before moving forwards. It covers important information on how these lessons are meant to be used and highlights common pitfalls many students encounter that can hinder their progress as they move forward. I am absolutely not moving back to lesson 0. Video versus text. Cody got Discord server. We got Discord server if they can. Oh, please, please join the Discord server, Cody, please, man. As you may have noticed, Drawbox is presented in both video and text. This is because the content we teach here is dense, and it helps students to absorb the material when it is delivered in multiple formats. There is immense value in absorbing the material in different formats. Our brain easily become complacent, so going through it in multiple formats is more effective even than just rewatching the same video several times. Expect to both watch the videos and read the text in order to get the most out of the resource. But comfy, we have trouble with reading, feel free to listen with Drawbox. Where is this listen with Drawbox button? Oh, okay, it's at the top of the lessons. Use the article to have the content read for you. You can also hit the little play button, whatever. So if you've read through all of lesson 0, are ready for the instructions of the tasks laid before you, and to both watch the video and read through the context, through the text. Let's get started. You can click the link. Okay, so this was like a, you know, an explainer how things are going to go, and we can start with this one. Using your arm, which is something I heard already a lot. Maybe we can do 2. Okay, I think if there is one video per like lesson, then we can have one video one day where we watch the video and then another day where we read the content. I like to read. Maybe it will help me with my dyslexia. Okay, understanding how to use your arm. As promised, we'll start with the absolute basics, the mechanics that drive your arm, and how it can be used from different pivots to make different kinds of marks. Drawing from your wrist and shoulder. Can you imagine like using your waist to draw and to guide your arm? Just like, I don't know how that would work, but I bet it would look silly. This video demonstrates the difference between drawing from your wrist, elbow, and shoulder, and the benefit of each. And why in this course we focus primarily on drawing from your shoulder. I know this though, like fucking Sam does art, he explained this. As always, watching the video first, then later reading through the text will help you absorb the material more efficiently than just doing one or the other. Don't be afraid to come back and reread or rewatch material either to help refresh your memory. I guess we can watch. Oh, but YouTube is blocked. Amazing. Yes. Beautiful. It's not? Yep, it is. Okay. Okay. Tried signing into Discord. Now it wants backup codes. Bro, I barely remember my password. Bro, Discord is annoying when it comes to that. My account is very old, and I remember using my mother's phone number to have like the double authentication thingy, and now every time I try to log in on another device, it sends a message to her phone. Which bro, apparently there is a way to change the phone number there, but like I couldn't be fucked doing it, honestly. But okay, I think I'm gonna read through this, but I'm not gonna watch because I know this information already. Old habits. Thanks to the importance of literacy in our society and the fact that handwriting is still an important skill in our day-to-day lives, at least for now, most students equate the mechanics of drawing to those of writing. We use pencils and pens, pushing the tip into the page, and we move our hand from the wrist to write. This is very effective for creating the tight twists and turns necessary for small letters. Interesting. But as soon as we try to draw longer, smoother lines, we start to run against its limitations. Very interesting way to describe it. I almost lost one of my accounts because I used my school email. Oh, dude, no. What's the trick? A trick for what? Oh, the workaround? Okay, good. Maybe you can share so Cody can sign in. It would be, look, honestly, it's I'm not saying it's just like in a like a salesy thing or something. We generally just like have fun on the Discord, you know. So it'd be fun if you join too. Okay, the pivots of the arm. As you likely know by now, your arm has 3 major joints, and when we hold an object in our hand, we can manipulate the position of that object in space by bending our hand at any of the following pivots. So we've got the wrist, the elbow, and the shoulder. The specific pivot you choose will determine the range of motion you can achieve. Moving from the wrist will only allow you to move across a more limited distance and will quickly start following a very obvious arc. So this is from the wrist, right? Yeah, so going like this. I don't know if you can see my cursor here, but like going like this. This is from the wrist. And then from the elbow, as you can see, the arc has gotten bigger and straighter, right? And then moving my shoulder is like I can start moving in 3D, but moving my shoulder would allow me to roam freer throughout the whole kind of like canvas almost. Okay, I think the way I did it, Cody, was that I found it was still assigned to my account on my iPad, but I think I might have gone a bit lucky. Have you tried contracting user support or something? If you don't know your password, your Discord password, maybe you can like do like I forgot my password thingy, and then it goes to your Gmail account or whatever account you logged in with. Okay, moving from the elbow, and even more so from the shoulder, will allow you to maintain a straighter trajectory. Exactly. Longer before the arc of the motion becomes... Wait, hold on. Will allow you to maintain a straighter trajectory longer before the arc of the motion becomes more obvious. Yeah. Nice, nice. That's very nice. Yeah. Very well, good way to put it. Let's keep it simple. For the sake of simplification, we can ignore the elbow and focus instead on the idea of either drawing only from your wrist with your wrist, okay, where your hand moves but the wrist maintains pinned. The wrist remains pinned in place. What? This allows us to have very tight, stiff control, and it's good for tight details and writing. Okay. Ignore the elbow. Drawing from the whole arm, where everything, including your upper arm, is moving as you draw. This is great for smooth, fluid line work, even when drawing smaller marks, because it emphasizes a consistent trajectory and minimizes erratic wobbling. Okay, we're proud to be able to provide a lesser. We can't do it without your support. Okay. Do you mean I can't ever draw with my wrist and elbow? That's not what I'm saying. Nope. Still on a mission through my drives, trying to find the codes. Oh, that's interesting. Your drives? What do you mean, your drives? That's not what I'm saying at all. Every pivot serves its purpose. And while the majority of this course will focus on marks that need to achieve a smooth, confident flow, which is best achieved from the shoulder, there are situations where you'll use your wrist. For example, in the few areas where we delve into texture, the wrist's capacity for stiff precision will be an advantage. Let's go. And of course, Chad, you gotta save the codes in some place you can access later. What codes, my brother? I get like an SMS message for the double authentication thing. Cody, in that case, maybe give the password resetting a try, I guess. And of course, when doing your own drawing outside Drawbox, you're welcome to draw however you feel most comfortable. The rules presented here only apply only to work done for this course. Huh. You'll be able to choose which part. Chad, you can set up codes, like a set of codes to use to access the account. I honestly did not know that. The way that I log in is to put in the freaking email, put in the passwords, get like a message on my mom's phone, and that's it. Interesting. Okay, didn't know that. It can be weird and confusing. The path of least resistance. Drawing with your whole arm is frankly difficult. Or more accurately, it's unfamiliar and unpracticed. I think that's what it is, yeah. I think for me right now, I do realize how... I don't think it is difficult, but I do realize that it's unfamiliar. We've spent years writing from our wrists, and so the muscle involved are far better developed than those needed to draw with your entire arm. This is a good read, actually. This gives you a rundown of like maybe like the thought process, not the thought process really, but like the behind the scenes almost. And like now we even has passkeys. Huh? Nah, I'm old fashioned like that. Like passwords, email password. That's it. Boom, you're in. As such, we end up facing more resistance, especially as beginners, when we try to use it. It gets exhausting and we get sore quickly. That muscle weakness can also make it harder to be confident with our line work. That's why when we face the choice of how we're going to use our arm to make a mark, when we're faced with two paths to choose from, using our whole arm poses far more resistance. We naturally want to go down the easier road to draw with a familiar fashion from the wrist. It is for this reason that this course forces you to draw from your shoulder in most cases. I cannot stress this enough. Be patient with yourself. Do not rush. Do not force yourself. Take breaks and allow the work to take as long as it needs. Wow, very good advice. You only have one body, and to break it so early would be a tragedy. Hand over. Okay. Resting some parts of your arm on the page is a pretty normal thing to do. People do, as it provides additional support and helps us draw for longer without much fatigue. This can result in more friction and dragging, however, which can make it easier for us to fall back to drawing from certain pivots and not engage in the whole arm. Very interesting. So it should, like, you should hover hand. Did I say hand over? Damn. Right. Cool. Gently resting the side of your hand or a finger on the page as you draw is fine. A finger? How would you rest a finger? It will drag a little, but as long as you're aware of it. I think the glove, in the case of just like, you know, with the graphics tablet, I think the glove kind of like makes it smoother, I guess. My mom gotta not let me not feel like eating today. What? Also, passkeys can be kind of neat. Not let me not. These are two negatives. Also, passkeys can be kind of neat, though. I like just entered my PC sign-in code. Okay. Very simple and cool. Interesting. I've never done that. I've never used passkeys. It will drag a little as long as you're aware of it and catch yourself whenever you slip back to drawing from your wrist. It'll be okay. The added support is well worth it. Resting your elbow against the table as you draw, however, is not a good idea. Yeah, I don't see myself doing that, so that's good. It creates a very heavy anchor that basically forces you to draw. Oh, I see. That's very interesting. I wonder if I used to do that. I honestly don't remember. Probably I have, you know. Maybe I have. I don't know, not probably. Basically forces you to draw from your elbow and freezes your whole upper arm. Avoid this whenever possible. Drawing with your whole hand and arm hovering will result in no such dragging or friction. But it's not always worth the exhaustion, especially as we're still developing our shoulder muscles. You may want to practice this in the future, but for now, don't worry about it. How to hold your pen. Okay. Some people are familiar with the overhand grip. Oh, the overhand grip. Can you imagine holding my freaking stylus like this and just like using it? One might use when drawing with a pencil or painting with a brush. While it is often presented as the correct grip that no one taught you, it isn't as simple as that. It's interesting because sometimes I found myself when I'm drawing like with my pencil, I find myself going with that grip rather than just like holding my pen like this, which is cool, I guess, especially like in bigger like drawings or well like with bigger areas, because I feel like with a grip like that you can trace like very thin lines and gestures like more freely, you know, which is cool. This grip serves a function. Pencils, for example, can be used to make marks from the tip as well as from the side edges. Yeah, passkeys, just this new random feature that apparently exists. Does the passkeys thing exist in the browser as well, or is it only a desktop thing? So, and often you'll see artists exposing more of their pencils lead to get more, apparently, like on everything. Oh, okay. On the Discord on my browser, I almost like whenever I just log in, I don't need to log in. It's just like my account is there, so I haven't logged in really in a long time on my browser. On the desktop, however, I needed to because I had to do the orbs thing, right? I just maybe I didn't even notice or bother to look at it, but I just like did the email and password thing, and that's it. Let's see, an artist exposed where they're led to get more of these broad flat sides. Yeah, using an overhand grip allows us access to those surfaces more easily while drawing. True, yeah, that's true. Pens, on the other hand, have just one point of in contact, the tip. That's also true, and we can vary our mark through the pressure applied to it. That is also true. Oh, very interesting. For this, the tripod grip type, which is basically how you hold your pen when writing, is more suitable, the tripod. And this is how you should be holding your pen when drawing as well. Different tools, yeah. Okay, so yeah, this was interesting. This is information that we didn't already know. But this last part about like the analog format of just like the difference between your pen and your pencil, that was cool. Cody, are you still here, my man? Have you figured the Discord out? Hopefully, I mean, honestly, I hope they join. Honestly, I hope they join, man. But I found that passkeys can be a little weird too sometimes, like not working for some reason. Not working. I guess they're finicky, huh? Okay, we have read this. I guess this is enough when it comes to drawing. However, maybe I can do some warm up, some like, you know, lines and circles and stuff like that, and then we can end. Well, creating passkeys can be weird, but I think they work mostly consistently properly when signing in, at least. Cool. So you need to create the what the fuck? What happened? I don't know this. What? This shit is red now. That's very cool. Is this like a mask layer? What's happening? Oh, look at this. Whoa. What did I do? Okay. This. Oh, no, it's gone. What happened? Dude, no. Go back. Come back. What is this? This is almost like a mask, I think. Is it a mask? It's not? Then what is it? Frick. So when you press Q? Oh. Is it a selection thing? Oh, you can select with this? What? Oh, like, I swear to God, I didn't know this existed. So I can select this shit? Oh, well, okay. This is interesting, but like, yeah, I can just like pick the lasso tool, I guess. The lasso tool is more convenient, I would think. Whoa, this is pretty cool. It's the same as Photoshop? No, I'm sorry. In Affinity, it's the same. Red is deselect. Is deselect maybe? I think you're deselecting. Oh, I think yeah. I think it's inverted. Yeah, that's the way it is. Oh, look at that. Oh, weird. Okay. So the red is like. Oh, I see. Hold on. So there's there's a button here that you guys can see. It's the opacity. Quick mask. Oh, it's quick mask. It's in here? Oh, okay. And then you undo, and then there it is. Okay, but hold on. Maybe we leave it. Now we have it selected. Oh, okay. Color indicates mask area, selected area. Yeah, selected area. So now when I go into it and press Q, okay, I changed it. Just so when it does that, and then Q, boom, you have that selected. That's very cool. And now you can draw inside these lines, which is pretty neat. It's like, why don't you just use the brush? You know, you actually select with the brush and then use the brush on the trajectory of the brush. Genius. Isn't that awesome? Okay. Let's get back here. That was a happy accident. Isn't it genius? You have more control over your selection. Also, you are coloring over that selection, which you made with the brush, right? There it is. Actually, drawing manga is low-key helpful with the hatching. There's a lot of hatching in manga. Frick. Some Dr. K Guru wisdom? Yeah. Oh, look, guys, I'm using my whole arm. Amazing. I bet you can trace hatching too. Could be interesting. Wow. Wow. I never thought of it. To be like, you know what? I'm gonna and every little hatching line. Oh, that yeah, actually wait, let me go back. That wasn't it. I think when it comes to hatching, it's more about doing it fast and consistent between each line rather than just like focus on it. Like doing this fast, it will help you build the muscle memory, you know, of making them consistent and the same thickness as well, right? And especially not doing this just like very separate. Tracing hatching could be interesting practice for accuracy. Is it though? Like tracing hatching like very slow, are we talking? Like trying to get each hatch like perfect, or just like fast as well? Fast, I can get it. Because I feel like I could do it with my current skill at least. Nice. I kind of surprised myself with my hatching before. Cool. I remember some of the stuff you... Not tracing slow. Oh, I see. Then I see what you mean. Yes, and that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, earthquake. Earthquake. An interesting thing as well in manga, they use hatching very interesting. Wait a minute. Where's my drawing? Oh, dude, I got scared. Like I thought it was gone. Wait, where is it? No. Don't tell me it's gone, bro. Oh. Okay. Good. Okay. With this hand, it's like in the reference they used like they didn't use like just like a straight line, straight hatching. You know, they used almost like kind of like this hatching. Obviously, they did like this first, and then this first, and then this first, which I thought was very interesting. Because I was thinking, like, if we're talking movement and energy, like everything, like the hand, for example, should be moving in one direction, and the lines should be not perpendicular, like along that direction, right? So I would think that it will be like this, right? And then this, like here, for example. But no, he did like this kind of like angle thing, which I think is pretty cool. It like more defined the hand. Digital information, so easy to save, so easy to delete, bro. I would have been low-key a little bit devastated if this one is gone. I mean, I posted it on the Discord, then I posted it on my YouTube, but like to have this lost is like, oh no, man. Okay, let's get back here. Okay, what time is it? It's 1 a.m.? Bro, no, I need to end the stream. This is crazy. Okay, let me do this circle. Let me do another circle. Dude, my sleep schedule is fucked. MB, are you going, or did you assume I was going? Because I'm going to like finish doing this. Looky clouds. Okay, okay, I will. Okay, that's it. Circles. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Hopefully, Cody was able to join. If he didn't join, rest in peace. And yeah. And I'll see you on the next one. I swear to God, if YouTube doesn't register this video, I'm sending them an email, bruh. Alright, bye bye. Peace out.